So the Yotes and the ASU deal is official.
Yeah, let's go.
3 years at Arizona State with an option for a fourth if the big arena in Tempe isn't confirmed by the end of the third year.
Okay.
That's a long time.
Let me tell you, a lot of people, and I understand, are kind of freaking out about the whole Coyotes thing to ASU for good reason.
That's
a
a
lot of people
really
like
3 years is a long time, Jay.
it's embarrassing for them to be playing this long in a college rink, but what I can't get over is my personal excitement for ASU in all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Say what you want about the Coyotes. We all make, we all have our thoughts and our jokes that we make about them. But
Yeah.
I am personally excited for ASU that they're going to get such an unbelievable facility.
Oh, yeah.
And
The expansion of the facilities is going to be really, really nice, I'm sure.
And it's going to help bring in extra money for ASU to help really, really bring up their hockey program. And it's been a program that's been rising for years. This could like put Arizona State like legitimately in like the top 8 of college hockey lore, like consistently. Like they can get even more good prospects now. They get better prospects.
Well, sure, we're going to talk up
for a title soon.
Sure, we're going to talk up how much this is going to help the college program. But the way that this still kind of hurts the NHL team, it's been confirmed that they're going to get probably a cap of 4,700 seats.
Well, I mean, that's it. They'll sell out some games now.
Man, when is this going to end? Like when it feels like we're in purgatory with this team.
My guess, personally, never.
It feels like we're in purgatory with this team until they either just move or, they win a couple of draft lotteries and they get like a Wright or a Slavsky or or a Bedard or both or whoever.
So I just found something on Twitter. I want to share this real quick. Okay. Even though this has nothing to do with the topic at hand, I just think this is fun for the Blue Jackets.
Okay.
So Igor Shesterkin had a really good season, obviously. His wins so the highest single season goalie wins above replacement since 2007-08, because that's when advanced stats first became available. He's third, 11.2. Number 2 is the 09-10 season for Ryan Miller, where he had 11.8.
Okay.
Number 1, Sergei Bobrovsky, the 16-17 season.
Attaboy.
So how about that? That's fun.
Shout out to Bob. But yeah, I'm really, really concerned for this team. Because, I feel bad for a guy like Clayton Keller, who's got to carry the burden for the forwards.
Nick Schmaltz too.
And Schmaltz
had a really, and then, this I think will kind of tie into a later segment. Nick Schmaltz had a really good season.
He did. He had a very, very good season. And you have guys like, Chychrun. What do you do with Chychrun?
Well, I think they're going to have to make that move on him sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
I'd imagine that they're going to trade him, but they're going to get a good haul for him.
The emergence of guys like Karel Vejmelka.
Yeah.
And Capobianco.
Here's what. So they got so on defense they're gonna trade Chychrun. Okay, we know that, but they still got JJ Moser.
Moser was a really nice bright spot for that team.
Yes.
I don't know if I see Gouch coming back.
I don't think he will. I think he's done. I think he's cooked. But they still got Shane Goss to spare, who was really good for them this season. But here's the thing: they're going to fill out most of their lineup. A lot of young guys are going to come up, but most of their line is going to be filled by, bad contracts that they trade for.
Well, they have Travis Boyd extended.
Yes.
Which is nice.
Andrew Ladd under contract. We
Still,
talked about Schmaltz and Keller. But they're probably going to lose Phil Kessel.
They're probably going to lose Kess, which sucks. They still have Christian Fisher and Lawson Krause,
who are both RFAs.
Michael Carcone was looking pretty good.
Yeah, who knows? He might be the next Michael Bunting.
The 3 Vancouver castoffs are probably all going to walk.
They're all. They should walk. They shouldn't get contracts this offseason.
No, I want to see a big step from Barrett Hayton next year.
Yeah, he's looked pretty good at times this year. I still have a lot of hope for that kid. But
I do too. I hope he can really kind of come into his own soon.
But they're going to make some moves in this offseason and get some guys.
Jack McBain, Liam O'Brien. Nick Ritchie looked pretty good when he came over.
Yeah, that was a smart move for them because, I mean, it's not like he's getting paid a ton of money.
No.
But, like, they got a second-round pick out of it, and I thought that he could play well for them, and he was really good the second half of the season after he got dealt by Toronto. So.
And then Yashkin's NHL return didn't really quite work out for him.
Yeah, I don't think there's no reason to repeat that.
No, and then seeing Boko in there was pretty fun.
Yeah, good for Boko. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, good for Boko. And then on defense, you got Chick, which...
Well, they're going to trade him.
Who knows?
I am very, very confident they're going to trade him.
You got Capobianco, who was looking pretty good.
His numbers were bad.
His numbers were bad, but he looked good eye test wise, at least.
I don't think he did. Personally.
I mean, he okay, then he was at least a name to recognize.
He was a name.
Deneen, young kid.
He's a player.
Ghost had himself a year.
He was good. He was really good for them.
He was really good for Ghost. Here are a couple of guys that they have that, surprised me. Kolyachuk or Kolchak.
I don't know. I don't know enough about him.
Kolchak, I don't know how to say this name because it's like just word soup. Right? It's not, I don't know if it's good word soup either. But Kolchak, we'll see what he can do next year. Mayo. Darren Mayo. Or Dyson Mayo.
He's also a player.
He was looking pretty good. And
they have players on their roster. I can't confirm that.
And then, like you said, Moser had a nice year. Soderstrom, all right. Anton Strawman, he's a body.
I mean, Strawman's contract. Okay, so Dyson Mayo's projected WAR percentage was 0%. Let's see. I got to see some of these names. Capobianco was also 0%.
I mean, I feel like a lot of those guys were 0% with the way their year ended, or with the way their year just went.
Moser was at 20%, but
good for Mose.
Yeah, his offense wasn't high, but he had high finishing percentage. So, but he also had like a small sample size.
Mm-hmm. And then rounding out defense, you got Timmins, who's gonna look all right, I hope.
Yeah, he was rough to start the season. I don't know if he changed that. Unfortunately, there's no real player card on him, but he's a guy who had potential. He was a part of the Kemper deal, so
Timmins,
maybe there's some hope there.
Timmins this year, he played in 6 games and was a -6 with no points.
Okay.
Ouch. Ouch. But then in net you have Vejmelka, and then do you think they keep Hari Sateri? I don't think so.
I don't see any reason why not.
I don't see why not to, but like it's what Hari wants, right?
Yeah.
This guy, spending most of his career in Europe, he originally was supposed to go to Toronto, right? That was the whole thing.
Yeah. Right.
But then the way the waivers work kind of screwed him over in that way.
But he still got time and an opportunity to play in the NHL, and he played well in that time. Played really well in the game against Dallas.
Yeah.
Could have really screwed some things up, but Dallas still made the playoffs, thankfully.
6 games, 2-2-1 with a 4.22 and an 8.66.
He looked really good against Dallas. That was the one game I watched.
That was the one game.
I did not watch the other 5 games where he was clearly not that good.
But then, obviously, stats aside, I do want to read Vejmelka's because this is the guy that they probably want to, invest in net, right?
He played him the extension, right?
I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah.
He played in 52 games. He went 13, 32, and 3, a 3.68 and 8.98.
Yeah. It's hard with Vejmelka because he's playing behind such a bad team.
Yeah.
Because we saw so many times last year where he stole games.
Yeah. He played super well.
But there were other games where, his save percentage wasn't very good. And it's the question of, like, is he not playing well, or is it just the team?
Is it just the team being bad? Right.
I don't know. It's tough with him. I don't mind them investing in him because I think there is legitimate potential there, but it's going to be hard for us to be able to see for a little bit whether,
especially in the 3 years in ASU, because you really don't know how much revenue that's going to bring.
Well, thankfully for revenue sharing for saving the Coyotes. So
how much longer is it going to do that?
As long as Gary Bettman wants it to happen, because that's Gary for you.
Ugh.